Adrian is one of our youngest players. He's coming in with a Bat family team. It's been doing pretty well today.
Yeah, I did take a look at that one. That was looking like some good fun over there.
And he plays in all the, I'm not sure exactly how old he is, but he plays in all the local PDC and WKOs, and
Yes.
he's always right there. He's a really good player.
Yeah, he's a nice young player. I actually had the chance to play him for the first time at the WKO for Gaming Con. It looks like Nathan's going first here. He rolls a sidekick, 3 energy, re-rolls it.
And we have
And it
Professor
looks like
X
he's-
in play, so he's keeping the question mark.
And he went ahead and bought Captain... No, what is that?
It's going to be one of his actions.
Yes, it is actually one of his actions.
Superhero.
No, he is
Transfer
playing
power?
Possibly transfer power. Hang on just 1 second. Kevin, can you get basic action colors for them? Okay, we'll be right back with those basic actions. So, what did Adrian bought a Alfred?
Alfred. That allows him to keep rolling and back into the field.
Yeah, it's the one that is the uncommon one. He allows him to re-roll back into the field. Nathan is playing that transfer power, which is an interesting strategy. Actually, I find it quite annoying, but it's a really, really good one and way to get damage in through sneakily.
Filled 2 sidekicks and got the cold gun, so he wants to get that cold gun out pretty quick in this game.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Alex about this one earlier, and I love that cold gun. Like, it's the action I've been waiting for ever since Constantine. Honestly, I really, really like the ability that Constantine does in blanking things, and getting it in an action, a continuous action that you can do on your opponent's turn is really great.
Yeah, Dr. J and I were playing a practice game before the tournament, and it was my first chance to use Dormammu, and it allowed
How'd it go?
me to keep his cold gun out of the field.
Oh, nice, nice. So looks like he's gonna re-roll. These 2.
It's like,
Got a lot of energy, a lot of buying power. Oop.
yep. Looks like Adrian's going to go with the heavy ramp here.
Yeah, buy another Alfred. It looks like and
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, it was transfer power is what he bought, and that's the Bruce Wayne that allows you to. I believe it's when a Bat family character is KO'd. You field a character from your bag. I believe it's a Batman character from your bag, and he captures your highest level, your opponent's highest level character, and then that capture stays until the end of the turn. So he did roll the cold gun on an action. Looks like an
It's
action.
hard to tell.
Yeah, it's
Looks like
kinda hard.
action, and I think that's a burst there.
Side, yeah. So he will get that ability to blank the text of something. I do like how they did give it the caveat on the burst side, just to give it a little bit more.
Right.
So it looks like he bought Katana and just fields it. Super rare Katana that allows him when he spends a question mark. And he just got in there for 2. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, if you're not ready for that super rare katana, it comes out into the field pretty quick.
Way quick, actually. All right, so we've got... Oh, the timer didn't start. Oh, my goodness.
We're at 24 minutes.
Alrighty. And he is at 18 damage. All right. So let's see here. He's got that cold gun on the field. He's going to save 2 for PXG. Pass the turn over to Nathan there.
So now that he's got his Bruce Wayne out, he should be able to start getting some stuff going. The problem that he's going to run into here is that is he's got a 5 attack character, and Nathan's got transfer of power. So Nathan's going to be able to fill the katana pretty quick,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll get at least 5 damage through, I would guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that you have to be careful of with the transfer of power in play is how many characters you're going to have out, especially if you have strong characters.
Right.
Because right now Nathan's going to have 2 sidekicks. He's got at least 1 shield, so he's going to be able to swing through for 5
At
damage.
least 5, yeah. So it looks like he's buying a Oracle. He's going to try and roll her in. Not really sure. Oh, so it went to his bag, so it must have rolled energy.
So yeah, right here, probably the best play he could do is he's going to hit him for 7.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going to play that aggro style.
Right. And it does look like
He's going to do...
So he's block it.
So he took... Instead of taking the damage,
Mm-hmm.
he took care of getting Bruce Wayne out of the field because that's
Right.
going to be a big part of Adrian's play here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keeping that Bruce Wayne out of the field is going to be really, really important for him, and looks like he's not going to get that.
One
CB
disadvantage that he's got there, too, with that Bruce Wayne is Nathan has that backup plan with the cold gun right there that he's
Right.
going to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't re-roll the Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And with this Bat Family team, the way Adrian's playing it, that Bruce Wayne is a big part of the...
Right. It's going to be the really big engine that gets the whole thing going here. He could buy another one. He could just prep another one with the chalkboard. What else?
At this point, if I were Adrian, I think I would keep a few shields as well because I know my opponent's going to be doing some transfer power.
Right.
So I want to be able to counter that.
Exactly.
Well, it may take some of my purchasing away. It also is going to keep me safe.
Exactly. Yeah. At this point, you just want to stay alive.
Right.
You just want to get something in the field, get some blockers out there. So he buys a Batgirl. Kamish's daughter. That's the one out of.
Yeah, so that's going
out
to
of the new
protect from
set.
the character abilities.
Mhm. Let's see here.
And Nathan's playing with his sidekicks.
Yep. Just moving around with the sidekicks, not really. But he also did buy a Robin as well, it looks like. And he's going to save 2 for PXG. So he's going to blanket and KO it. KO the Alfred. And it's back to him.
Yeah, that's actually a good use of that cold gun because Alfred's are not going to come back in the field.
Right.
And right now, Nathan's got a pretty open field.
Mm-hmm. Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian. Sorry.
So, yeah, see if he can get that cold gun again, but if not, I would feel like you would just go for a... let's see here. I believe he rolled the action.
Yeah, he
That
did.
looks like it.
Man, it's really hard to tell on those.
Oh, wait, no. He's buying a katana.
Oh, he's got the dual energy,
he's got
so
the
he gets the
dual
katana,
energy.
put it in.
Yeah, that was...
Man, that
that was what I was
katana
gonna
can
say.
be nasty
She's-
coming right in at a 2 cost that you're not ready for.
She's
Or
going
2 attack.
Oh, yeah, definitely. She's going to definitely go into a lot of rush teams now. I think she's going to be one of the biggest staples in rush teams now.
Yeah, and I
So
think
Adrian's
we've
gonna
talked
take
about this.
4.
I think as far as the rush teams, I think she really helps, in my opinion, the Guy Gardner a lot more than Bard. I know Bard, everybody's going to want to use it with Bard, but I just think with Guy Gardner,
I
it's
think
going
so,
to
too.
really ramp that up.
And it also just is advantageous for you too because it's a lot quicker. You just go. Well, with Guy, he just adds to the buff.
Right.
Is my point there.
Yeah.
So just adds to the buff there.
And you really have to play, if they've got the katana, a character on their team, you kind of have to play like you assume it might come out at any time.
Yeah.
The more I've played against it, I kind of
Well-
just assume that it's going to come out.
Especially at a 3 cost.
Right.
If you're playing something like Big Entrance, it's going to cost 2, and at that, it's just going to cost you a question mark and any other energy. Just right automatically out there.
And I think she pairs awesome with transfer power, even though I don't like transfer power.
Right.
She pairs really nice with it, so you get that, one more character.
So it looks like
So Adrian KO'd. And then he's going to
And then
bring
he's
it
gonna
back
bring
in.
There you go. So he captures. And
He's got to keep that shield.
yeah, I think so. I think it'd be better for him to keep the shield.
If he doesn't keep that shield, he's at a disadvantage. Nathan's already got 4 characters, and he has 2 characters that are a 5 and a 6.
Right.
Which could look towards ending the game if he doesn't keep that shield.
So you're just going to buy another Robin there. Yeah. Looks like you might be helping him out here. It's a good thing about our community here is that we, with younger players or not even just younger players but newer players, we're always trying to help out and give a little bit of extra advice to what they got. So pink one, what did you get there?
Yeah, I'm really not liking where Adrian's at right here.
Yeah.
With his field and some of those attackers or some of his own stats could really come back to.
So it looks like Adrian bought Dark Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is definitely at a disadvantage here. But let's see, yeah, he's got the mask.
I think this is one of the things with this transfer power that a lot of people forget about is if I fill the character with high attack stats and I don't have enough blockers, I'm going to take that damage a lot of times.
Yeah.
So
it's almost
you got
as
to
if
keep those shields.
You just brought a character for your opponent to use against you.
So right now Nathan's he's only got 1 shield. So, but he can guarantee that 6 cost Batman attack is going to hit Adrian if Nathan attacks.
And
he's got a
katana in there. So, yeah, I mean, I would just keep swinging in through because that's the best way that he's going to get damage in. Yeah, he seems to be. Oh. Interesting. See how he decides to block this. I honestly think that you want to chomp. Well, you don't want anything through for sure. You want to, because he's just gonna he can't. Well, unfortunately, he can't do the shenanigans where he transfers it back, and he's gonna KO something.
Oh, don't let it through, Adrian.
Yeah.
I think he's playing with the idea of letting it through, and I think he's forgetting that there's transfer power.
Transfer power. Yep. And then he's gonna do. Yeah. So he's gonna take 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's down to 7 life.
See, and the good thing with Nathan's build on his team is he actually has very low stats, so the transfer power is not going to come into play. Right. Adrian could keep multiple shields, right, and get his Batman attack on Alfred or whatever Nathan lets through, but it's going to take multiple. So when you use a transfer power team, it's really good to use those low attack stats.
Also a good way to just kind of make your opponent kind of get a little displacement and just not realize, well, I'm just going to let that through, but then there's that shield there.
Yeah, if you're playing in transfer power games, shields can be a lifeline for sure.
Definitely.
And I think we forget about that at times because we get so frustrated if someone's playing transfer power, but your opponent is bringing the same tool that you can use.
Exactly.
So it's important to just stay focused, keep your shields, and then they're not going to have their win condition. And, good players will have multiple win conditions, but, if their whole win condition is to swing through when you don't have a character for, your beefy stats. One counter that Adrian could have had to this game and to alter his play is to stay more with like a Batgirl, Alfred, use those really cheap characters that don't have attack stats because what's hurting him right now is his Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, being in the field. Those high attack values. So, wait, what happened?
Adrian attacked with Batman and then...
Well, why didn't he KO the sidekick?
Why it didn't KO the sidekick.
Was it one of the globals on Is it Vigilante Justice or? Unless he had Turtle Van out, but I didn't see him buy a Turtle Van.
I didn't see Turtle Van either.
Kevin. On the last play.
Yeah, and right now I think this is going to be game with the transfer power. Again, Adrian had his high attack stats.
Yeah, it does look like he's just going to be able to. No, yeah, it looks like
so he
this
can
might
block
just
with
gonna be
4.
it.
Nathan's going to transfer power with his 2 beefy characters.
And that's the game over there.
So that's a good experience for Adrian. I think he's going to be disappointed. He's had a good day. I still think he's going to make top 8.
Yeah, he still
he's
can
lost
make
to
it.
2 really good players, but he's had a good day and he's doing really well with these with his bat family.
Right. He's got all the mechanics there. I think at this point it's just more about experience and getting playing against more and more.
Yeah, he had a
like
few
that.
turns there where he could have kept shields, but he wanted to buy things. I think he just needs to sacrifice those shields. So
Sometimes it doesn't work out too well for you, but let's get Nathan over here for a post game. All right, everybody, we are here with Nathan Magro, who is the winner of that last game. How'd it go?
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll kind of get closer to the mic so they can. Oh, it's not even on. There we go.
Oh, that would help.
Yeah, that would help out. Yeah, we Russ and I also noticed that you were playing the transfer power strategy there, and just being able to have basically more attackers than he was. So, what were your kind of thoughts about like when you were putting the team together, or just in general about how you wanted to play this game?
Well, the majority of my decks that I build, I try and have fun, but I try and be super competitive with them.
Right.
And because I want to win, but at the same time I want to have fun. And this is a charity event, so I toned it down a lot. And I was thinking to myself, with the chalkboard that's coming out, the big thing I usually don't like bringing stuff that's going to help my opponent.
Right.
And that's one of those cards that you bring it, you've taken a card off, and both players get to have it. So with any global, you're going to have that.
Exactly.
Then I thought, well, ramp. Everyone always brings ramp. Well, what's the one ramp that we have in the sets that we're using that you don't have anywhere else? Or reverse that. Anyways, no D&D.
Right.
So Swarm I don't have to worry about for the most part. There's a couple of situations here. PXG and Superhero Registration Act.
Right.
Well, Oracle for for PXG, and then I've got Power Suit for Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Lex Luthor.
In order to stop the Superhero Registration Act.
Okay.
Doesn't stop it, it just hinders it a lot.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, I'll build it off of those 2 cards. Well, then what do I want to do? Now that I've stalled my opponent out, I kind of want to just go from there.
Right.
And PXG, what I'm supposed to do, and I didn't quite do it this time, was buy transfer power and then prep it so that I can use the chalkboard so it goes there. So second turn, if I roll out, I have a good chance of getting Oracle out second turn.
Right. Yeah. That way you can stop any further ramp that they're going to
Yeah,
get.
any ramp they want. It's like, okay, I've got Oracle out there. So I've broken ramp for my turn to do that, but at the same time, I've hindered them from doing it for the rest of the game.
Nice. So you're more into those controlling aspects of the game, not. Well, honestly, it looked more there kind of like you were rushing with the katana, but with the way that you were playing, the way you were able to bring in things, it does seem like you do like to control your opponent and the things that you're able to do here. Just sitting here talking about what cards you like to bring.
And anytime I can, I like to control my opponent, like you say. But if I can throw an extra monkey wrench and it's like, hey, look, here's something else you have to deal with, such as Katana, because she is just boss.
Right.
And just come out as a 2-1.
Yeah, Russ and I were saying we're definitely thinking that she's going to probably slide more into like those Guy Gardner Rush teams as well. What are your thoughts about just Katana in general, the super rare?
She is amazing. The best thing about her is that she comes directly into the field. There's no, I have a chance of rolling. So if you're rolling bad or you have the Kevin Tech disease, then you can't roll characters. This is just plain and simple, she's out.
Right.
And she's a great attacker or she's a great blocker. Because if you attack and she gets KO'd, great. That's more ramp for you. Why not?
Yeah, I noticed I was playing it with the other night on Thursday, and it was just immediately it was like, oh wow, I always can have a character in the field, and that's always one of the biggest downfalls to some things when you're buying things. Like, well, what if I'm not going to roll it in? This thing just automatically comes into the field.
Yeah.
Really like her a lot for that. let's see here. You're also the TO here for Game Haven.
I am.
And what are your what are like some pointers maybe you could have for some TOs out there that can get like more people like interested in your events, and what are some of the things that you do to like get people interested in the events?
Okay, that's a good question. First off, admit your fault as a human being. You can be wrong.
Right.
I am wrong once or twice. But
Just once or twice?
just once or twice.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to, be humble here, but just once or twice. And when you're wrong, admit your faults. Everyone will be willing to accept that. Hey, you're wrong. That's fine. But then also be nice to your players. You get them coming back. But if you disagree with them or they disagree with you, you're just like, that's where it is. I'm sorry. I have to make a ruling. I'm going to do with that.
Right.
Now, if you're trying to get people there for the first time, I'm going to be going into this a little bit later on the podcast at some point. There are two schools of thought for a tournament, what it is. It's a way to make money, or it's a way to advertise, product. We here at Game Haven use it as a way to advertise. Okay, we're not trying to make money off of people here. We're trying to keep the lights on. But
Right.
when we give our prize support out there, it's abundant in what we give out, simply because we want people to feel like, hey, when I go to Game Haven, they're giving. It's worth me going there for my tournaments.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way whenever I'm coming here and playing, And usually when I'm in here, I'm always like, because we have a cafe here, I'm usually getting coffee as well and stuff because I'm hanging out,
Exactly.
So,
And if you treat your customers like you would want to be treated when they come in the store, greet them, let them know that they're welcome. We enjoy their presence here. The basics of just being a decent human being, let's go with.
right on.
But in addition to that, let them know that, hey, I appreciate your business. I know you could shop anywhere else, but let's go ahead and make it so it's an experience for you that you want to come here for.
Awesome. Well, guys, if you haven't checked out the online store, you might want to check it out. It's yourgamehaven.com. They are doing awesome Dice Master singles now. So if you need to pick up some stuff, go ahead and go and check them out. We're going to get Russ back here with Adrian, and we'll be right back.
Okay, just real quick, if I have unfulfilled any of your orders, I'm working on it. I really am. I'm getting it done today. So
He's a human being. The guy's got some stuff to do.
faults, but I'm sexy.
Alrighty,
All right.
cool. We'll see you guys back in a minute.
All right. Well, we decided to have Adrian come in.
Hello.
So how's the day gone so far?
It's been pretty well, I guess. I'm having fun here, so
Yeah, well, thanks for coming out. So how old are you, Adrian?
I'm 11.
And how long have you been playing?
I've been playing for about a year and a half now.
Good. So we've seen you out at a lot of the WKOs and PDCs. You're a pretty good player.
Yep, I
So you-
guess.
So you've been 2-2 today. So you're running a Bat family team.
Correct.
So you had a rough go with some of the transfer power last game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we watched on stream. What did you learn about your play?
I need to switch more, have shields out more so I can transfer back, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So when transfer power is running well, it's kind of hard to deal with.
Yep.
Right? So you have your opponent that had low attack stats,
Yes.
and you kept giving them high attack stats. So,
Yes.
So how long have you been running the Bat family team?
I think about for 2 months now. I built it and I haven't really played it much because we play a lot of drafts and things at my store. But yeah.
Good. So you have traditionally, if I remember right, you were running some sidekick things.
Yeah, that was my first semi-competitive build ever.
So what kind of draft pulled you away from the sidekicks? Are you looking at some of the new sidekick stuff? Because there's a lot of new sidekick things out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just gave up on it because I realized there was much better things than a sidekick build.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So what from the new set are you liking with this new Bat family team?
Definitely that new Batgirl. It's helping me a lot. I don't know if either that or Oracle is better. I've chosen to run the Batgirl for this event, but I think the Oracle could have helped me in some other fights. Yeah.
Good. Have you drafted the new set at all?
Yeah, I did a draft, and I focused my build around the new Green Lantern.
Okay. So what are you taking away from the set? What do you like so far?
I like that Captain Gold's freeze gun that we have, the rare. It blinks cards and deals 3 damage.
Are you thinking you might use that on some more competitive builds?
maybe, I don't know, the thing that stood out the most for competitive builds would be like the Rip Hunter's chalkboard.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually liking the Star Labs Global a little
Yeah,
bit more.
I like that.
You know, it adds a little bit different flavor. So thanks for coming out. It's been good to have you, and hopefully you make that top 8 cut, which I think you will.
Thank
So.
you.